Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition Series where I do the 2024 Major League Baseball team season previews. This is the 11th of 30 shows, and this will be the Houston Astros, who look to make it 8 straight years to the ALCS this year, which would be absurd. So, you know the drill by now. Top 30 prospects, and then we'll do the superlatives, and then each team's ceiling and floor, best futures, whether it's a player or the team, and a bold prediction. So now up, like I mentioned at the top, the Astros of Houston. So the Astros don't have a good farm system at all, because guess what? They don't have a single player in the top 100 list on MLB.com. That's unfortunate. But hey, if you're them, you'd say, hey, it's worth that because we won 2 titles in this era. And I've gone to 7 straight ALCSs. All right, so number 1, Jacob Melton, outfield. ETA 2025. 2, Luis Baez, outfield, 2027. 3, Spencer Arrighetti, righty, 2024. 4, Bryce Matthews, shortstop, 2026. 5, Zach DeZenzo, infielder, 2025. 6, Joey Loperfido, right infielder and outfielder, 2024. 7, Zach Cole, outfield, 2025. 8, AJ Bluebog, righty, 2025. 9, Jose Fleury, righty, 2026. 10, Colton Gordon, lefty, 2024. 11, Jake Bloss, righty, 2026. 12, Kennedy Corona, outfield, 2024. 13, Alonzo Treadwell, righty, 2026. 14, Rhett Kuba, righty, 2024. 15, Will Wagner, infielder, 2024. 16, Michael Knorr, righty, 2025. 17, Andrew Taylor, righty, 2026. 18, Wayner Luciano, third base, outfield, 2027. 19, Cesar Hernandez, outfield, 2029. 20, Colin Barber, outfield, 2025. 21, Miguel Ulola, righty, 2026. 22, Trey Dombrowski, lefty, 2025. 23, Cam Fisher, outfield, 2026. 24, Miguel Palma, catcher, first base, 2025. 25, Alamber Santa, righty, 2026. 26, Pedro Leon, outfield, second base, 2024. 27, Esmil Valencia, outfield, 2028. 28, Camilo Diaz, outfield, 2028. I'm sorry, that was a shortstop. 29, Chase Jaworski, shortstop, 2027. And no, I don't think he's related to Ron. And it's a different last name spelling. And 30, Misael Tamarez, righty, 2024. All right, so best rookie. I think it's going to be an interesting one because there's guys that can come in theory, step up when need be, and the Astros are notorious for it a little bit. And the guy that jumps out to me is Colton Gordon. He can start or come out of the bullpen. He is a good batting average against. Slated to come up this year, starting here in AAA. So I could see it being Colton Gordon. Most improved player on the Astros. So, a couple nominees for this. And the guy that jumps out to me is somebody that I think has gone under the radar on this team, and that's Chas McCormick. Put up 22 homers last year in only 115 games. If he stayed healthy, maybe he would have gotten over 25. So if he stays healthy, I think Chas McCormick could be their most improved player. Most disappointing player. Because he's getting old, and I think he's shown signs of decline. I think we saw it in the playoffs last year. I hate to say it because he's a Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer too. Justin Verlander. And I mean disappointment in terms of I won't be shocked if he has an ERA over 3.5. Make or break player on the Astros. Hunter Brown. I just think that he's been hyped up a lot. And he was really good 2 years ago, but stunk last year and started most of the year. And that's a team that wants to win now. So I think that's a make or break situation. Bounce back comeback to me, it's Lance McCullers. This guy is a dangerous pitcher when he's healthy. He just had so many injuries. Didn't pitch last year, didn't pitch in 19. And was really good in a short stint in 22. So my pick for bounce back is Lance McCullers based on his reputation. Ewing theory. Dusty Baker. I know they won the World Series with him, but they lost in the CS last year to the Rangers. And I think did they blow a 3-1 series lead? Or a 3-2 series lead. That's what it was. But that's just the obvious person that is removed, and maybe they're better at Joe Espada. But they didn't lose anybody significant. But I know it worked out for them because they won a World Series without Carlos Correa. So Carlos Correa was the Ewing theory victim a couple years ago. And even George Springer was also a Ewing theory victim as well. So maybe this time it's their manager or ex-manager. Their ceiling's of first place, obviously. And back to the World Series, all those young guys who have a lot of postseason experience, they're all really good. Verlander still pitches at a high level. And then the stars play like stars, like they should. And McCormick's better, like I think he's going to be. So, that is the case for the ceiling. And then obviously just about 100 wins as well. On the floor, I think is third. I think there's a chance if Verlander's bad and guys like Javier Valdez and Urquidy aren't as good, and McCullers doesn't come back all the way. Hunter Brown's still not very good. Josh Hader blows games, like I've seen him do in the past. Not that I think that's a bad signing, but I've seen him blow saves that he shouldn't blow. And then maybe Jose Altuve starts to show signs of decline or something like that, and obviously injuries. So I think there's a third place floor for the Astros. And maybe the floor might not even be playoffs. And I think this team has to go to the World Series to have a successful season. And I didn't even do that for the last couple. So Red Sox, I honestly think a winning season has to be a success. Cubs, playoffs. White Sox, maybe mid-70s wins and gets everybody excited, kind of like the Orioles a couple years ago. The Reds, playoffs. Guardians, playoffs. Rockies, winning season. Tigers, playoffs based on the odds and people's expectations. And obviously the Astros, to me, have to make the World Series. So futures for the Astros. They're probably favorites, or among the favorites to win it all. Yes, they're 7-1. They're probably plus 450. No, plus 360 to win the American League. They get to the ALCS. Are they favored? Do they have a minus? No, plus 155. And they're favored to win the West at minus 115, which I think is absurd. I think that's overvalued. They should not be a minus. Obviously. So awards. MVP, Kyle Tucker and Yordan Alvarez have the shortest odds. Yordan's 10, Kyle Tucker's 15. Altuve is 40, and Bregman's 80. Cy Young, Valdez is 11. Verlander and Hunter Brown are each 60-1. Whew. Where's Urquidy? Javier's 80-1. Let's see if Urquidy even made the list. JP France 150. That's crazy. Josh Hader 200. Urquidy didn't make the list. There's no rookie that's gonna be on the Astros and is good. So for manager of the year, Joe Espada's 12-1. I think that isn't bad. And then comeback player of the year. Jeremy Pena 25-1. Javier's 30. Where's McCullers on here? I'm surprised that he's not on the list. That's somebody I'd consider. And Josh Hader's the favorite for reliever of the year +3, which I disagree with. I think it should be Emmanuel Clase. Astros win total has to be in the 90s, maybe like 95.5 or something. 93.5, so a little lower than I expected it to be. Interesting. And there's some action on the under at -122, which is really interesting. Where does their playoffs know at? 3-1, and the yes is -430. And then Yordan home run leader is 11-1. Where's Kyle Tucker? 60-1, which is a fun one. Bregman's probably in triple digits somewhere. Not that I think Altuve will have odds, which would be absurd. I don't see either of those guys on here. Bregman or Altuve. And then strikeouts, I want to see some of the guys on here. So Valdez is 80. Verlander's not on here. Hunter Brown's 150, which is absurd. Oh, Verlander is on here. He's 200-1. And then stolen bases. I want to see if any of the Astro guys are on the list. Tucker 120-1, which is interesting. I want to see Yordan for RBI, 9-1. And what about RBI for Tucker, 25-1. And then Hader is the saves favorite at +550. So my favorite future for the Houston Astros. I'm going to say my favorite one is, I kind of like the RBI one with Tucker at 25-1. Yeah, regular season RBI leader Kyle Tucker 25-1 is probably my favorite one. So I didn't really like any of the awards ones for them, and I thought their win total was right on the money there. Bold prediction for the Houston Astros. This team I know likes to go all in when they're close. And they don't like how last year ended, getting blown out in Game 7 against the Rangers. And I think that they want to make a splash of some sort. I think I could see left field and center field being upgrade options, and then McCormick can play one, and then the new guy can play the other. And the guy that jumps out to me in terms of a guy that is gettable for this team, it's a big name. I don't think this team's going to be any good compared to where they were when this guy was in his prime. This guy bounced back and had a nice year last year. And I think that a change of scenery can do him wonders, and that is Christian Yelich for the Brewers. I'm going to say he's traded to the Houston Astros. He'll be their left fielder. McCormick goes to center. And then going back to Milwaukee, I think Luis Baez, Jose Fleury, and one more player. Let's go with Chase Jaworski, so the shortstop. So that's a 3-for-1 for the Astros again. Yet another big name in Christian Yelich. All right, so that's it for the Astros. Next up, the Kansas City Royals.